Ooh, trading Pokemon is something that a lot of people enjoy doing, especially with me. I know a lot of people like to receive a Pokemon from me so that it shows my name, that it's obtained from me. But it was really insane to have experienced what I've experienced at GoFest London 2023, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, so hi to all of you guys! So let me go to bring my screen up and show you guys that, yes, I did a crazy number of trades when I was at GoFest. During the 3 days being at the park, yes, I was at the park for all 3 days, standing almost at the same spot for hours and hours and hours. So a lot of people wanted to trade with me, and it was really insane to have been able to trade with so many people. I'll start off with the very first trade that I did. I'll show you guys really what I mean, man. So you guys can see there's a lot of carbines. And I just wanted to say that it's really great that I was able to trade all these Pokemon to receive all the carbines. Especially since it is rank 1 for the Great League, but you have to get the IVs 5, 15, 15. Which I'll show you guys what I've gotten. And also I've traded away quite a few interesting Pokemon away too. So you guys can see I started off the GoFest trade with this. Alright, if I show you guys the previous one, this one was traded from Princess, so then eventually the day started with those trades. I've already transferred away some Pokemon because I just can't keep a lot of them, and I just accidentally used my search string trade to, not trade, but search string to actually transfer away some of the Pokemon. But I would like to say that I'm very you know, flattered and humbled by you guys queuing up to actually want to spend a bit of time with me to meet me, and especially to do the trades. So I'm showing you guys the names obtained in a trade, and you guys can see all the names, they're all like different. And you know, to trade with different people all the time, I would have to add, trade, then remove, add, trade, then remove. So a lot of people, they are asking me whether, you know, I can keep them or not, but it's not possible when I'm trading with so many different people. In fact, on day 1, I did a total of 94 trades with 94 different trainers. On day 2, because it was raining, I did a total of 87 trades. And then, of course, I came back to the accommodation to complete my 102 trades. You can do a total of 2 special trades plus 100 regular trades a day during this season. And on the last day, on day 3, I managed to cap out at the park. I did my 2 special trades in less than 15 minutes of arriving at the park. There were 2 kids who wanted like some legendary Pokemon from me, and I traded to them. Eventually, hi Angry Man, Mr. Angry. Yep, hopefully Mr. Angry is doing fine. That's the Darumaka I traded to him. And on the last day, you know, it was just insane that everybody, was able to do the 100 trades with just carbines alone. And of course, not everyone would have carbines, I understand that, since not everyone would have the ticket for the day itself, or in fact, when they came and meet me, their play days in the afternoon, but they only came to meet me in the morning, and I'm okay to trade with anything if you do not have carbine. That's why I told everybody. Alright, so you guys can see I'm trading with like a lot of people, and I really appreciate the time that you guys have spent to do it with me. Of course, doing every single one of these trades is not that easy. If you think about the amount of time required to actually do even just one trade, when you actually add a friend, and then after you do the trade, then after that you wait for the animation of the trade time to commence, and then after that you actually remove, then add another person, and repeat the process over and over again for 102 times in a day is very insane. Actually, I've done this before during 2019's GoFest. During 2019 GoFest, I was asking for only Pikachu, and even when I did the 2 special trades, I also asked for Pikachu. By the way, the 2 special trades that I did also, I asked for carbines back. Yeah, so that's what I did, man, during the whole GoFest. If you guys ask me how my GoFest was like, it was very happy. It was very great that I was able to do all these trades. I'm actually happy giving my Pokemon away to people, especially some really interesting ones, like I said. Alright. By the way, the GoFest back in 2019, I spent a total of 7 hours, you know, meeting people and doing the trades to finally hit the trade cap. But this time round, I think for the last day, I spent a total of about 6 hours to do that. It's very insane, like I said. But it was all worthwhile since everybody was able to obtain one Pokemon for me and from me, and actually keep it as a memento in a sense. But it's not an easy thing to do, but you guys can see those are all the people whom I traded with. I'm going to have to transfer away all these Pokemon because it's taking up all my storage space. And even so, because I will normally ask people what Pokemon do they want. And eventually when they tell me that there's a Pokemon that I don't have, or in fact already have traded to, I have given out everything. Example, you know, towards day 3, people were asking me for Pokemon like Pidgey. I gave out a total of 32 Pidgeys, alright, gave out every single possible ones that I can give out. I'm still left with 5 Pidgeys, and 2 of them are Hundo, 1 of them is caught from China, 1 of them is shiny and something else, so I can't give everything else. And towards the end, people ask me for like Lucario or Riolu. I'm like, yeah, I'm left with 7 Riolus and Lucario, but all of them are 98% and above, so I'm not willing to trade those away. So hence, you know, I did not trade any of them, and even Tyranitar, Lavita, Dratini, Dragonite, I ran out, and in fact I started trading away my Hundos away. You guys can see over here, I'm going to show you guys a screen recording. Yeah, I traded away quite a few of my Hundos away, and I have no choice to do that because yeah, I ran out of Pokemon. And the craziest trade that I did in terms of spending Stardust was a trade to a trainer who wanted a Armored Mewtwo from me. And I actually warned him that what if Armored Mewtwo were to come back, especially in the shiny form, would he regret? He said no, because it's from me, I'm willing to do it. I was left with only 2.3 million Stardust, and I decided to do the trade with him, gave it to him, and you guys can see I did the appraisal. It was a Hundo Armored Mewtwo also. I'm now left with 2 Armored Mewtwo, 1 for the Master League, 1 for whatever purpose already, I showed the name there. Alright, Man B, alright. So yeah, you guys can see I basically did a total of 102 trades for the last day, and doing over 300 trades because I did a meetup also yesterday on Monday after the Go Fest itself. Yeah, eventually we came back to the accommodation. I had to complete the remaining trades with Princess. Alright, she traded to me all the Shroomish, then Carbine, back to Carbine. So yeah, you guys can see I normally only do 1 trade with 1 person most of the time. Alright, I would say 99% of the time, because I cannot trade with everybody if we're going to do multiple trades. Alright, so you guys can see it's basically different people, since you only can do 102 trades a day. So even on day 3, when I was counting the number of trades, I was basically shouting towards the queue. I was saying, I'm left with 22 trades, guys. Alright, then eventually when it went down to 9 trades and went down to 3 trades, they were all like, oh my god, I'm only left with 3 trades. And then once I hit trade cap, I showed them on my screen, I showed the queue on my screen that I've already hit the daily trade cap and I cannot trade anymore. But you know, I was hoping that Niantic will actually allow me to do more trades to give more people. And you guys can see I've already labeled some of the Carbine, which I'll show you guys later on what I've gotten. But the time spent with interacting with you guys, you know, talking to you guys and doing the trades with you guys, and doing whatever thing that you guys ask me to do, signing whatever stuff, is something that's more fulfilling than actually playing the event itself with the ticket. So hence why that is part of the reason why I did not buy the ticket to actually play the Go Fest itself. I just wanted to hang out with you guys and like do trades like this. Eventually, when the global Go Fest starts on the 26th of August, I will be able to play it, and I don't have to really focus to do what I did at the pub Sandstorm Go. Thank you very much for yesterday's post too. Right, so we did the trade over there. So yeah, of course I remember some of the names and some of the trainers, but not everybody I'll be able to remember. You guys can see how many people I met just doing trades alone. Those not everyone will actually trade with me, and of course you know, it takes a bit of time, especially when people do not have the Pokemon in their mind to know what they would like to receive from me. It takes a while for them to choose, and I normally like go through my storage and let them take their time to choose, especially kids whom would like to say they would like to choose a Charmander or Pikachu or Eevee, which all of them, like I said, on day 3 I ran out. I literally ran out of all those Pokemon, because before the Go Fest itself, there were, you know, not a lot of events that spawn those Pokemon that are really more enticing. But basically, the rock type Pokemon, since it was the Adventure Week, I had a lot of Amora, Tyran, Aerodactyl, all with me, but not many people want those Pokemon. Of course, there were few who wanted Tyran, who wanted Amora also, but not many people want those. Most people want like Snorlax, Dragonite, Lavita. You know, they know not really, but I mean just okay. But still, you know, I wasn't able to give out to so many people. It was pretty insane. Even there was one person who asked me for a Psyduck, and I do not have a Psyduck. I have one Psyduck in my storage left, and it's labeled N. That is my one and only Psyduck left. That is from Egypt that I'm gonna trade to N. So I can't trade a lot of Pokemon to people because a lot of them are like reserved and I can't trade them away. So sometimes when people like ask me, tell me what Pokemon they want, I already memorized, like basically by day 3, I basically memorize whatever Pokemon that I have and do not have. I can even recite to them what I have and what IVs I have already that I'm not willing to trade anymore. But truly, you guys can see this was how it was like for me during Go Fest. A lot of people, they were quite concerned for me, and quite a few people actually approached me and asked me, am I alright, if I'm okay? Well, I'll say this though, I really appreciate all those questions that you asked me, and I really appreciate that you guys were concerned for me. I'll tell you guys this, I've never been better than before, especially since I'm able to meet you guys in person, and that was the whole purpose of being there at the Go Fest, to actually meet you guys, and not so much about playing the game. Alright, so I really thank you guys for coming out to the Go Fest itself, and of course queuing in line. The queue was so long that I understand that there were people who were playing on that day itself, but yet they were sacrificing the time to not play their game day to actually queue up in the queue. I really am very, very flattered by that. Thank you very much. And hopefully, you know, you guys got whatever you guys wanted in terms of like photos, in terms of autograph, in terms of the Pokemon that you guys wanted to receive. Of course, like I said, I apologize to whoever that weren't able to receive whatever specific Pokemon from me, because I ran out of it. And of course, once I hit the trade cap, I'm unable to trade anymore. Not that I do not want to trade, I can still continue to trade all the way. Alright, so like I said, this is not my first time doing this. It's my, in fact, second time trading with people to actually hit trade cap. At Go Fest 2019, it was also crazy, especially the system was not as fast as before, as compared to now, sorry. The system is not as fast as now, that you can actually search. And of course, the friends list, the animation time has already been reduced, so it makes things very, very fast. And you know, sometimes people would need help, I'll actually tap on their phone, their screen for them. Some people have actually finally seen how I actually play Pokemon Go in terms of trading, and they realize how fast I actually do play the game. Alright, because on video most of the time I do not show it to see how fast I actually do it. I can even scroll through very fast if you guys want to, but you guys can't see the name if I want to do this. Alright, so we're not going to do that. So hence, I'm just slowly scrolling through. Alright, we're going to skip that. Got a Charizard over here. And then interestingly enough, this one. Yeah, so of course it's really nice to be able to trade with you guys in person, and I got myself a Hundo Carbine from Johnny Boy. Thank you very much for this. Alright, that's my one and only Hundo Carbine that I got. Very interesting, got it on day 3 of doing the trades. Yeah, it was a very exhausting day, but definitely a worthwhile day. To me, you know, like I can grind Pokemon Go like crazily, and for hours and hours and hours. You guys should probably already know that I can play Pokemon Go like crazy and grind Pokemon Go like mad. But those 3 days weren't the days that I was grinding, but instead I was being grinded by the community in a good way. That I was able to meet you guys. Alright, people were raiding me, people were like trying to catch a hold of me, which I'm very, very appreciative of, like I said. Alright, nothing that I felt, there's never a time. By the way, Elliot, thank you for the steak. Yeah, thank you for the steak. He gave me a steak, he actually carved it out, and he said, I love Brendan Tan, and he put his name there, Elliot. Thank you very much. So like I said, you know, like, I did not have any feeling of wanting to stop at all, wanting to like give up, or wanting to like shun people away or anything. Of course, there were times that I would be so busy because I'm trying to shoot a video, I'm rushing to go somewhere, and people still want to take photo with me. I'll still stop to take photo. But if I did stop anybody or reject anybody at all because of whatever reason, because I'm trying to shoot a video, I truly apologize. I'm sorry. Alright, I do wish I can take more photos, but I dare say I have not rejected anybody more than at least 1%. Yep. So that was my day at Go Fest. You know, I really appreciate every single one of you guys who came out to play the Go Fest itself. And of course, you know, spending time with me and my friends, truly appreciate it. And of course, thank you very much for all the support that you guys have given to us all these years, and of course even supporting us merch wise. Really appreciate it. We actually did spend a lot of time and effort to actually build all this, to actually get the merch all done. Of course, without you guys, even not talking about merch wise, we're just talking about generally speaking, to even watch my videos, I wouldn't be able to come for this event, and that's the truth, because I am in a way paid by you guys and not by Niantic. I'm not sponsored by Niantic at all in any way, shape or form, not even a single cent or whatsoever, and hence, you know, people were asking me and saying that I should have my own booth. I don't even have a shelter, I don't even have a chair. I basically was standing there the whole time, and they were asking me why don't I get a chair, a makeshift chair, to actually sit down so that I can meet you guys and my legs won't hurt. And I said this is because everyone is standing in the queue too, and I'll stand with everybody till the event ends. Yup, if everybody is gonna sit, I will sit with you guys. If you guys are gonna stand, I'll be standing with you guys. If you guys are gonna walk, I'll walk with you guys. Alright, that's how I am. I do not want to be sitting there like a king, or portray myself like being on a throne, and for you guys to come and meet me. I really don't like that kind of feeling. So okay, this trade was also interesting. Adam, I'm going to keep this Lucario. He traded to me a level 1 Lucario. He offered this to me. I was like, okay, I'll skip the carbine. I'll take it. I know it's a very, very rare Pokemon, since it's only obtainable in the wild, or if you actually did something really interesting in the past to actually hatch a level 1 Riolu. Alright, so you guys can see, even watching all this screen recording, yep, it's exhausting to see, right? Well, you really wouldn't want to know what it was like for me to be trading with each and every one of the trainers there, man. It was even more exhausting for me, man. Yeah, trust me. I'm not saying all this to like, say like, well, I'm all that mighty, all that awesome or whatsoever. It's just that, like I said, I am there to hang out with trainers, with you guys, and not so much about to play the game. I did not buy the ticket, for those of you who didn't realize that yet. I did not buy the ticket, I did not catch myself the DNC, I did not even do the special research at all, because my main purpose was to go there to hang out with the trainers, with you guys, to actually do whatever activity. I didn't want to focus so much. And then halfway through on day 3, then I realized why my Pokemon were not enough to actually trade so quickly, because I do not have a ticket. By the way, thanks Kieran for the trade, and thanks for the Leos too. So I realized why I was running out of Pokemon so quickly, because I do not have the ticket. Means I was not catching some of the Go Fast Pokemon. Some people actually wanted a carbine back from me. Of course, I couldn't trade the carbine back because I do not have the ticket. You guys can see clearly, I don't even have a single Candy XL for carbine, which means I have not caught a single carbine at all. Yeah, that proves it. I did not buy the ticket. Catching a carbine will give you a chance to get a Candy XL, alright? People started trading Togepi to me, etc. Yeah, once I transfer with all these carbines, of course I will get a few Candy XL, but it wouldn't be a lot. I mean, some of them are not very high in level, but most of them are level 15, as you guys can see, because most of them are from the field research. Alright, they traded to me the one from the field research. Eventually, I continued to do a few more trades. And then Lonely Seal, he wanted a seal from me, so I gave it to him. In fact, when I did the trade with Lonely Seal, I don't have a seal, and then I told him that I have a seal, and he was okay with it. And there was the only seal that I have was a Hundo, and his network had issue, we couldn't trade. Eventually, when we finished the walk, I was able to trade to him a seal that I caught along the way. So I did not have to sacrifice that Hundo seal, but I know some of you guys might be feeling like heart pain. Thank you very much, Martin. Okay, that's basically the end already. Yep, so eventually when we went to the dinner place, I continued to trade with Martin and the other trainers over there to hit trade cap for Monday. But that's basically all. You guys can see all the carbines and whatsoever. Pretty insane day, but pretty fun days for me during the Go Fest itself. I really appreciate all the time and effort that you guys took to actually spend with me and my friends, like I said. And yep, all the Darumakas are from Princess already. I can show you guys here. Yep, just to complete the trade cap. So I'll show you guys something really insane though. I did not catch a single carbine at the Go Fest itself, but I only got one carbine that was not traded. Okay, if I type carbine here and exclamation traded, I only have one. Here, this is my one and only carbine that I got from the time research when we were in Indonesia. And we will check this out over here. I have a total of 288 carbines seen and caught. Like I said, I don't have the ticket. All the 287 were traded to me. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Unfortunately, I did not get the one that I wanted to get, and that is actually the one for the Great League rank 1. The best IVs are this, alright, it's 6, 15, 15. The best one that you want to get for rank 1 is 5, 15, 15, but not to worry, when I go to New York, I'll be trading for more. Hopefully when I trade with you guys in New York, you guys will just give me carbine and nothing else. I'm also going to New York without a Pokemon Go Fest ticket, so I'll be doing the same thing all over again, like what I did in London, in New York, and I hope to see you guys there. The second best one that I got for Great League is this, rank 71, 7, 10, 15. but I don't think I'll be keeping this at all once I actually power this one up. But I'm not going to do it at all since I don't even have the resources, and also I might get myself a better one when I go to New York and trade for those carbines. Alright, so I think that is all that I have to show to you guys in this video, man, in terms of how it was like for me for GoFest and how the trading was like for me. But I really am thankful for each and every one of you guys who have made your way to GoFest. I know some people might be thinking that, hey, I'm like saying all this because I want you guys to go for the event, because I'm like promoting the game for Niantic or Pokemon Go. I truly want you guys to be there because I want you guys to have a really great experience at the event, and hence why I always encourage you guys to come for events, etc. if you guys can afford to. I'm not trying to make money for Niantic or whatsoever. I'm not trying to not make Niantic earn any money or whatsoever also. That's not the reason why I didn't buy the ticket, and that's not the reason why I'm also trying to encourage you guys to come for the events to actually let Niantic or Pokemon Company to make more money. But I just really want you guys to experience the game to the fullest, and of course to have a great time at all these in-person events. Alright, so that is all from me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely remember to leave a like on the video. But much appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Whew, alright, those trades were insane, but I really like it. We will do it again in New York. Another 300 trades. Alright, so goodbye.